we heard that there were so many boys from our community in public school. We decided that we're going to start a public school program one night a week, Tuesday nights, in the basement of the shul. We called it the Yo Bro program. The reason why we called it the Yo Bro program is because every time a kid came into the class, in the middle of the class, he would go around high-fiving everybody, and he would say, yo, bro, 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 bro. So we called it the Yo Bro program. And you wouldn't believe, but we started with just a handful of kids. But then in no time, in a matter of a few weeks, we're up to 30, 40, 50 kids. And then after the program, and after I would speak to them, we would take them around the corner to Holy Schnitzel or to other restaurants, thanks to the great Rabbi Avi Salem. This is the Rabbi Avi Salem of Avenue O Torah Center. And these kids, I could tell you, from night to day, where some of these kids are today would blow your mind. But let me tell you about the first week of the program. The first week of the program. So the class was for 7 o'clock. And the kids are coming into the building of the shul, going down to the basement. And one kid walks in, and he's wearing diamond studs on his ears. And as he's walking into the shul, there's a guy who does not pray in our shul. He just comes once in a blue for Mincha and Arbit during the week because he's in the area and he needs a minyan. This guy comes walking out of the shul as this public school kid is walking into the shul with the diamond studs in his ears. He sees the kid. He grabs the kid's arm and he starts yelling and screaming at the kid. Type of chutzpah. Who's your father? How did he bring you up like this? You walk into a shul with earrings. What type of Jew are you? And he's killing the kid. And I heard the commotion. I came running out. I saw immediately what was going on. I ran up to the guy and I nicely asked him to leave. I nicely asked him to leave. And then I put my arm around this kid and I said, don't pay any attention. He's not part of this synagogue. He doesn't pray here. And don't pay any attention. Don't even bother. It's some guy, he goes off on people. Don't even pay any attention. The kid says, okay. And he let it go. The kid let it go. Deep down, I saw he was hurt, the kid. But he, on the outside, let it go. He's a teenager in high school. He goes downstairs to the class. And I walk into the class, and the class begins. And I open up with a concept, and we started talking about Jewish pride, and then a story. And while I'm going through the class, and while I'm giving over the material, while I'm telling the story, I keep calling out on this kid, and I say, hey, you in the back, with the beautiful diamond studs, Angel, you have such an angelic face. You get what I'm saying? What do you think about that story? Yeah, Rabbi, I love the story. What do you think about the message? A great message is something to think about. And as I went around the class, calling out different kids, pulling them into the dialogue, pulling them into the story, pulling them to the discussion, which is what really the class is about, without them realizing. I kept turning and putting the focus and the kavod on this kid with the diamond studs, Angel. And I said, is it okay with you if I call you my angel because you have such a beautiful face? And he says, yeah, Rabbi, pleasure. At the end of the class was over, everyone left. And the kid walks up to me and smiles and he says, Rabbi, great class. And I said, Angel, it means the world to me that you came this week. And I want to tell you something. Every speaker knows that when he gets up in front of an audience, he needs those few good faces to bounce his material off of, to get him to be comfortable and to relax. You were that face tonight. You're angelic to me. You're a special kid. He says, thank you, Rabbi. Really, thank you. And then I walked up to him quietly and I said, can I just talk to you for a second? He says, yeah, sure. I said, listen. My 20th anniversary is coming up. And I'm in the market the diamond studs. Now those studs, gorgeous. I'm looking for something like that. Could you hook me up? Tell me, who did you go? Where did you pick them up? I mean, you know, tip off the rabbi. Where do I pick up studs like that? And he says, Rabbi, you like him? I said, love him. Love him. You like? I love him. I love him. Wow. Rabbi, don't worry. I'll talk to my boys and I'll see if we can hook you up with somebody really good for a good price. I said, Angel, you're the best. Thank you. And that was it. The kid left and he walked out 10 feet tall. And he was glowing. Be'emet, his face was glowing. This kid was a neshama. Neshama. He was glowing. He leaves. The next week, I'm davening that this kid comes back. The last thing I would want, chas v'shalom, is for him to have such a bad experience with some guy that he thought God's policeman and really destroy that poor kid the way he did. And Baruch Hashem, the next week, Angel comes back. And I see that he's wearing this dopey little baseball cap. And it's one of those big ones, you know, the ones that go over your entire face and your ears. And he comes down to the class. I say, Angel, how are you? Hey, Rabbi. And we give the class. And again, I highlight this kid. Keep calling him out, putting the spotlight on him, making him feel like $1 million, showing him that Torah and rabbis are sweet and not what was represented to him on that first moment that he walked into shul, that first impression. It's hard to undo first impressions, but I was giving it everything I got. And then at the end of the class, this kid walks up to me with a big smile. And he says to me, Rabbi, can I talk to you for a minute? I said, yeah. He says, listen, Rabbi, about those studs. I said, yeah. He says, you're still on the market? I said, yeah. My anniversary's coming up. The big 2-0. He reaches his arm inside his pocket and he pulls out a small box. And I said, no, Angel. I said, Rabbi, please, I beg you. He said, I'm begging you. Take him. Take him for me. Give him to your wife. I said, Angel, I love him in your ears. But now that they're out of your ears, I love him even more. But I'm not going to take him for my wife. Inside that box, there's a victory. And it's yours. And that victory belongs to you. And he looked at me and he started literally tearing up. And he pulls his hat back and I see his ears are clear. And he gives me this hug. And we stayed in touch. And we were together for 1.5 years in classes till one day, Angel disappears. I start asking people, what happened to him? Where did he go? I found out they ended up going out of town to some sort of a school somewhere, and I couldn't get his phone number, and he didn't have a phone, and back and forth. I was hoping that 1.5 years planted enough seeds to put this kid on the right path, that one day he'll remember there was a rabbi that loved him. And that was it. And I thought that was the last time I saw Angel. Until about 1 year later, I'm driving down Avenue U. I'm coming to Coney and U. I make the left, and I turn on to Avenue U, and I'm coming down the street towards the fire station. And there is the red light that's always red. So I'm sitting there, and I turn to my right, and I see a whole band of kids. And to me, they looked like goyim. They were laughing, boys and girls, all over each other, and yelling and screaming. And no way, those kids are Jewish. And then right before the light changes, one kid screams, Rabbi Duvi! I said, huh? I turn. I cannot believe it. These were some of the kids from the program. I pull over the side, and they come running up, and then out of nowhere, who steps up at the side door of my car? Angel! I said, Angel, where did you go? What happened to you? I missed you. He says, Rabbi, I promise you, I missed you more. He said, my parents decided to send me out of town, and they did it really fast. And they decided, for whatever reason, they started telling me a whole family problem they had. He says, but Rabbi, I missed you too. And then, just then, his buddy turns to him and says, show him. And I'm thinking, what? Show him. Show the rabbi. He says, no. Angel says, nah, I don't show. Show him. Now I'm thinking, generally, when they say show the rabbi, it means that they're going to reach inside and pull out a pair of tzitzit. That's. So I'm saying to myself, wow, Angel's wearing tzitzit. I say, Angel, what? Watch. What does he want you to show me? He says, no, nothing, Rabbi. I said, come on, show me. He opens up his first button and then his second button. And I'm saying, oh, here comes the tzitzit. And instead, he opens up his shirt. And there around his neck is a necklace. And then he holds up the necklace and he shows me that there is a cherub, a little gold baby angel at the end of this necklace. And he says to me, Rabbi, do you see this? The last year and a half, every morning I woke up, I looked down and I looked at this angel. And it pushed me to put on tefillin every morning because it reminded me of the one rabbi that called me angel. To everybody else, I was a devil. But to you, I was Rabbi Dovi's angel. I'll never forget you. I've never forgotten, never missed putting on tefillin since the program. That's Tochecha, Rebbetzin Kanievsky's way. Rabbi Yaakov Kamenetsky's way. The Rambam's way. The way of Klal Yisrael. This is the way we spread love to Torah, to Klal Yisrael, to be Zocheh, to Ahavat Yisrael, no more Sinat Hinam. This is the way we come to a Geulah. Thank you for listening.